This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi.
Against the Flow of Mississippi was written by Anthony Oksenholt and was published by Oksenholt Biloxi Publishing, LLC. A link to the book will be placed in the description below.
Yeah, this a revolution in our time. Everybody's fighting, change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Everybody has a voice. Don't you dare stay silent. If you say nothing, you are an accessory to violence.
They've had their say. Seems like they've had that kind of say around here for too long. Look, I had to stand up for myself alone. I went in there to remind them that somewhere in this world there's still a little law and order left. To let them know in the only kind of terms that their kind understand is that they can't bribe or threaten their way out of what they did. Let them do this to me and get away with it, and you give them the eternal right to do the same damn thing to any one of you.
Access 228, your host, Anthony Oksenholt, where we report the facts and we are not for sale. If you have a news story or something that's on your mind, please feel free to give us a call at 228-337-2099. Be glad to have you on. Thank you for listening, and we do appreciate all that you do to support us and keep free and independent journalism doing what we do best. All right, y'all. So we have an email chain. I got my cigarettes, I got my water, I got my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And I think I'm ready to start. This email is sent from Yuri Petrini to Zachary Crewthirds, Joseph Ross, Michael Whitehead, and here we go. This is on his 1606 Beach Boulevard property. Dear Zachary, I will entertain your request and share my draft of my motion. Please oppose it. I love this. Before I read any further, I gotta admire his misplaced confidence. I really do. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm pretty sure this one will succeed. Fight hard to prevent it from passing. Make this party last a while. The day I get this CO after taking it from you, I promise you all, I will never let you go. Don't think this will end the day I get my CO, and having had to take it, I have not even filed a bar complaint. Okay, hold on. Let me stop right there. Do y'all remember in the bar when they said that, when Jared and Yuri in that recording said that if they give him his permits, he'd walk away. Well, this email, which is dated, what now? April 9th, so a little more than a month before our meeting at the Project Lounge. This right here would show that this is not what he's planning on doing. He's wanting to make a show here. And this is why I say we shouldn't give this motherfucker an inch. He's telling you his bad intentions. A man will always tell you his bad intentions if you listen. All you got to do is open your ears. It's right there. At this point, all you got to do is open your eyes. It's right there. I will return the three of you to all lawsuits, present and future. Each of you will have your own website, your own wall paragraph on division and 1606 walls. I'm assuming he means that he's going to put something on his wall outside his Division Street property. Kind of like Fofo is a mofo, and I agree. Fofo is a mofo. He's the mofo and best mayor we ever had in the city of Biloxi. Damn it. Anyway, I'm writing a new lawsuit and will file an injunction against the retreat. AG and DA demand letters for criminal prosecution against Creel and Glavin. At first, more to follow. And I am filing for leave in the new lawsuit a quo warranto petition to have Creel and Glavin fired. It will be a question of first impression as pro se in this state. We will make it to the Supreme Court, guys. The Supreme Court's not going to hear this. And good luck keeping the media off this one. By the way, a dossier connecting your little mafia to the local media is also being prepared. But I won't spoil the surprise of the internet leaks I have on that one. Oh, this is golden. This is fucking gold. I will also spoil you from another angle. I'm exploring how some members of the BZA do not live in the ward they represent. All ready for lawsuit number 6, and what is my standing to challenge the retreat? 3-phase power. And the zoning fraud you guys are pulling against me versus the friend of the cartel VIP treatment with passing laws to legalize admitted fraudulent acts. Jesus Christ, the copium is real. I love how you guys create the very vehicles of your own demise. It leaked Glavin is all ready to retire to focus on politics. Oh, the copium is so real, it is. Wow, I thought he was going to last more than a week. Please tell our boy Glavin that he has no political life anymore. Filing a lawsuit number 6 and an amicus brief in the Airbnb case. I will defeat Airbnb's motion to dismiss and the Parker's defense, which will bring visibility to our cases. Wow, dude. I didn't know you were representing a Airbnb. And an amicus brief, okay, so he's filing his friend to the court. I get that, but don't you have to have a vested interest in what's going on? And I don't think you do. So filing a friend to the court or amicus brief ain't gonna fucking fly. Glavin and Creel will be served at the next city council meeting for number 6, and I will be seeking an injunction to declare void ABINITI. What the hell does that mean? All COs issued to the retreat and other projects. How does it feel to have someone go after you boys? Fun? We but started. By the way, Mr. Whitehead, if you don't take service, you will have a train horn at your house on 3 a.m. on Sunday to make sure you get served timely, and it will be recorded and posted on YouTube. I am trying to be nice to and avoid you the humiliation, but as you know, I will do it and I will have fun while doing it. Side note, Yuri, I'm having fun too. And I'm just getting started. Serve me, boy. If you don't want your face and address to become viral, the same way you publish my fucking social security number on your loser police bulletin. Oh, he's so mad. I suggest you come to the front desk and receive service next opportunity. Don't claim harassment later. And warm up counsel, this is but the start. I will find every angle, every nook, every hole. I will press and publicize until we can't be ignored. I will go after every single one of you and everyone on the orbit. Okay? Linda, Greg, Lori, the banker, the other lawyers, the BZA, the boards, the engineers, every fucking one. No prosecutor, judge, mayor is safe. That sounds like a threat. Whether I succeed or not is to be seen, but we all know I will at least give you a great ride for your money. That almost sounds like a threat. I'm surprised you guys didn't have the police try to plant something on me yet. I thought it would have happened by now. It got leaked. It was done in the past. Okay, when was it ever done in the past that I know of? I mean, I'm sure it's been done in the past where police have planted shit on people, but the copium is real. Was it the bullet, or was the bulletin the start of it? Should I have let it roll a little more? And the most absurd thing, you will all go down because of a certificate of occupancy for a house and a permit for three-phase power. How retarded is that? You motherfuckers fraud FEMA funds, steal funds in various ways, projects, I'm guessing he means projects, steer things like threaten, like the, I don't know what he's trying to say there, management, change orders, TCUS, conflict of interest in utility contractors, engineers, acquisition of real estate, fucking Fofo sold property to the city on Division Street. His fucking uncle was Sequel. The retreat alone is $20 million project. I'm guessing that's what he means. Yuri, I know you're narcoleptic. When you start feeling tired, back away from the keyboard. Okay? Just back away from the keyboard. Or at least you spell check. Fraud connected to Glavin and the hotel's Tideland funds used illegally, steering of FEMA funds. Bros being such waist deep in crime. If you're talking about being waist deep in crime, it would be WAIST, Yuri. I know English isn't your first language, but I figured I'd help you out with that one, buddy boy. How the fuck do you get yourself exposed to measured dicks with a fucking property owner because of a deck? That's insane. Is that why your wife left you, Yuri? Is because she measured your dick and you just didn't measure up? I'm just curious. They have a pill for that though, buddy. Don't worry. Don't worry. I don't need the pill, but you might. You horrible little mafiosos, but it doesn't take much to see why. Glavin, for instance, has kept his little racket as president for over 30 years. Huh. Damn, Kenny, you've been president for over 30 years on the city council and you haven't even served 30 years. Damn, brother, you're good. You got used to it. No one ever challenged you in a meaningful way. Fool is used to having his way. He is no different than a rich teenage girl. You are small fry to the FBI. Two viable investigations died in the past due to low value of the dollar amount to a federal level. Weaver will lose his retirement. Some of you will lose your law licenses. Creel will get arrested. Fool, the she-male lover will be the laughing stock. Well, he already is, but it'll be worse. Not quite sure what he meant by that. Once discovery is complete, I've already mapped out and past employees leaked to me all the fun projects I'll be exploring. FEMA money, Division Street expansion, full selling property on that area, the safe and sound ONG. I told you to let me fucking move on with my life and work on my stuff. Instead, you are forcing me to work on you. Ooh, that sounds aggressive. It's hilarious how I have to answer to tips on People v. Biloxi to write a fucking lawsuit in between breaks on the cafeteria in Japan while designing a part of a rocket. Hilarious and infuriating. So, all I ask is please make it fun. Don't fall for every trick in the book and protect your information better. Tell fool not to be triggered so easily when someone a third of his age publicly. It sucks about this little game of ours that you are only surviving because of capture. As we advance and your entire network becomes compromised and unwilling to participate in racketeering, what will you do? And remember, boys, you need to escape every day. I only need to get you once. That sounds like a threat. That sounds like a threat. All it takes is one channel to bite. AGDA, State Auditor, FBI, FEMA. How long can you avoid addressing the forged documents? Will April support you when the time comes? Will Petrie? I don't think they will. Polk, Busby, what happens when I get you to stop representing the others? God, oh, God. Dude. Which we all know is likely a matter of time. When will you answer request to admission? Do you admit observing Petrini on July 10th, 10:30 a.m. at 1606 Beach Boulevard being a dumb fuck who can't commit crimes correctly? Are you admitting that you know how to commit crimes? Are you admitting that, Yuri? On the record? Fofo, do you admit being a mofo? Yeah, he does. He admits being the mofo and best mayor we ever had. Will it be the DeLorean footnote, the painting on the walls, maybe first impressions, People v. Biloxi, the absurdity of 6+ lawsuits, all legit, the epic trial? You mean your 6+ lawsuits that are going to get dismissed because no federal judge wants to deal with your dumbassery? Something will eventually trigger the avalanche. The day is coming, boys. It's statistics. Common guys. You can't even issue an intelligence bulletin without me having access to it or send an internal email within a closed organization. By the way, Ivan Spinner didn't send me that email. Ivan Spinner belongs in fucking prison, by the way. It was funny seeing his picture on the wall, though, and the worst part, I still have forged documents that I haven't deployed. I would step up my game if I were you. Have a good weekend, Council. I suggest you do something special with your family because next week and onwards, things will become much more agitated. Here's another email dated April 8th. I gotta take a break. All right. Let's go ahead and go with this one. Mr. Zachary, Whitehead, and Ross. I'll be blunt. I'm tired of going back and forth on this. You are being asked to follow the law, yet you are choosing to harass and stall. You are being given a final opportunity to avoid what comes next. That sounds threatening. You don't have to listen to me, but if I were you, especially you, Zachary, you seem fragile. You have until I return to deliver both the CO and the third phase. If that doesn't happen, I will make it my personal mission over the next 180 days to ensure at least one of you quits. I know it sucks to be you. Creel told a third party that he wants to issue these but can't. We all know why. But I still want my stuff. You know what I want, Yuri? I want a house on Star Island. That's what I want. You've been to Star Island, right? I know I have. I know you lived in Miami for a little bit. So from this point forward, that means that the three of you will be responsible before anyone else. Today, that's not the case. Believe me, that's a big deal. I know the three of you nobodies in this little game of ours. Believe me, I know how much each of you has in your bank account. You are not the guy. Oh, the threats keep coming. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. And whoever is putting you up to this, you are being led into a situation you won't be able to walk back from. Ooh, another threat. The consequences to your careers and personal lives will be devastating. Huh. Now that is definitely a threat. I assure you the scrutiny will not fall kindly on any of you. I'm even bidding on a lot of electronic signs, those big road ones. It will be fun, not for you. Do you want to become national news? Ask yourself the following question, dear counsel. Am I being paid enough for this? The sad part is this email is more for me than you. I still have a conscience at the end of the day. No, you don't. You like to extort people. You have no conscience. Here's the deal. Once I'm committed, I go all the way. Hey, Yuri. So do I, buddy. So do I. We can all lose here. Don't test me. Ooh, that sounds threatening too. I won't accept your little coercion and abusive conditions. I strongly recommend you issue these documents as you can't justify the denial. Actually, yes, they can. It pains me how blind the three of you are, and you are in no position to force my hand. Let's see what the crimes are. Creel perjury times 4 felony. Summons before affidavit fraud. Documented illegal court by Creel, Tara Brook. Numerous cases of unequal treatment tying developers like Greg. Ross falsified letter. Ross controlled municipal court. Centerpoint fraud on so many levels. Historic district fraud on so many levels. Police deployment, cute. Illegal intelligence bulletin, full, take them out. Glavin's conflict of interest, and I haven't even started on Neil and the one from my ward I got a lot on. April, fraudulent actions, not to mention Petrie. Well, let me stop you there, Yuri. Let's talk about your crimes. Let's talk about harassing and threatening people. Let's talk about the threatening emails that I'm reading right here. Let's talk about your extortion that I caught you on tape. Let's talk about your racial slurs that you used on tape. These are all things that I can prove and have proven. What's that about those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones? Brother, your house is made of the thinnest glass ever. I'm talking about that like cheap Dollar Tree drinking glass stuff that they make. So let's keep going here. What do you think is going to happen when discovery is finally allowed? How will depositions and interrogatories and requests for admissions look like? How would a jury be? The public scrutiny? Are the three of you that fucking dumb? Are you that dumb? Are you that dumb that you would put this in an email? God, you really are dumb. Do you really think at this juncture you can dangle the CO that you can't deny and force me into submission? Do you know why I have to destroy the three of you? Do you know why I will have to destroy the three of you? Oh, that's threatening. What bothers me is the most what bothers me the most is the lack of respect as an adversary. Well, guess what? You're an adversary of mine. I don't respect you either. Three-phase power will be fixed with a 700 VFD that I'm buying off Marketplace, and the CO thing just makes me more pissed. I hope you stop following fool orders blindly, or whoever else that person is, whatever that means. I'm tracing. I didn't know Linda was Fool's cousin, Judge Seacool's family, with lots of connection to the Division Street expansion that ties our little drama on Division Street. Funny little detail, I have given you all notice that the magistrate for the latest lawsuit is no longer Myers. Guys, you seem to lack the sophistication to read the situation. The only reason this has not become national news is because I'm making it so, is it is not a desirable thing for myself at a personal level. I can do it tomorrow. Well, do it already, dude. Fuck, we can make this a Netflix series at this point. Don't say I didn't warn you. Look back and see for yourself every promise has been delivered. Really? Because I don't see how you have accomplished a thing, Yuri, except getting your ass locked up, which was funny to me. And then your little asshole fucking friend messaging me, asking me to, you know, try to save his ass. Text messages record, by the way. But in 6 months, you will see why I had to do it, despite knowing you will use it to play the victim, which is pathetic. Bros, you can't be 100-year-old dinosaur deploying the police, making intelligence bulletins, and making puppy eyes to a judge. It's beyond mediocre and cringe. Dude, you're mediocre and cringe. You're not even mediocre. Attached 2 videos of me in Japan. Please watch them. I tried visiting Holloman's office to discuss my certificate of occupancy, and it will be recorded as another attempt of administrative resolution. You know, the first thing they should have taught you in law school, Yuri, is to not make threats over email. If you're going to threaten somebody, you, number one, need to know how to threaten somebody, and you suck at it. You're not even remotely intimidating. Not even close. What you are is a petulant little fucking spoiled brat. You think because you have a couple of dollars that you can bully people. Let me help you out on something. I'm going to do you a favor right here and now. I'm going to tell you, remind you, the same goddamn thing I told you months ago. You get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Threatening people don't get you nowhere. I'm going to tell you what I hope happens to you. I hope the city gets off their ass and realizes that judicial immunity exists. Therefore, there's no conflict of interest, and they order your house taken down. I will be standing across the street from your property at Miramar Park, the same park I grew up as a child playing at. with my camera set up, a 12-pack of Corona in my cooler. I'll make sure to catch an Uber over there. And a lawn chair with a pack of cigarettes. I'm going to watch the show. That's what I'm going to do. Because that's what needs to happen. Apparently, you're not getting the message. The fact that I'm on here making these videos should tell you you have no friends. You have little minions and little followers that, follow you and Jared around, and, they may kiss your ass a little bit, but nobody respects you. Nobody. Your little website that you put up. What was that? What was that you said about Tara Busby here? Tara Ramage? Let me pull this up again. Hold on a second. This is one last warning to you. You will be filmed leaving your house every day. The next time I see you, you will become a public person, piece of trash. Stay away and go fix your teeth and take care of your skin. Focus on yourself instead of harassing citizens. That's your words, Yuri. You're threatening, you're bullying. Doesn't fly. Told you that, 2-3 months ago? You didn't want to listen then. Apparently, you don't want to listen now. But that's okay, because the chicken's coming home to roost, homeboy. And when they cart your ass off, deuces. Y'all keep sending me stuff. I like it. I appreciate it. Everything everybody sent me. This goes to show the mentality. Oh, and by the way, WLOX don't want to cover this. That's fine. E. Brian Rose, we know he's a shitbag. He don't want to cover it. Don't know why the Sun Herald isn't covering this. You want the full story, Access 228 will absolutely cover it. And by the way, sue me. Send me a cease and desist so I can use it to wipe my ass, because that's exactly what I'm going to do with it. Have a nice day.